What happens to rapists in prison? Now, one of the biggest questions I get asked a lot is, do the inmates keep the same energy towards a rapist, sex offender, pedophile that doesn't just hurt children, that hurts women that are over 18? And the answer is 100%. There is no discrimination. Not only are they tortured and completely castrated, poisoned, just turned out in the worst way possible. When I was in prison, cell phones started to really surface. I didn't really know what smartphones were, and they started taking over. And when a victim is older, say 19, 20, 21, and is not a child, you're able to reach out to them or vice versa. And they would snatch these rapists up, throw them right in the cell, tie them up, slice them, beat them, whatever they wanted to, put all types of poison in them, fucked up tattoos, while going live or FaceTiming a victim or recording them. It became such a competition almost that dudes would be snatching rapists from their towns and getting them in a blind spot, and the other dude would record it while they were slicing them. I don't know what happened to these videos, stabbing them, injecting them, and usually it's a female nurse that's going to take care of you. Isn't it ironic? So she's going to inject you with whatever the fuck she wants. She's not going to give you the antibiotic. She's going to make you suffer. Shit, half the time, the COs that are bringing in the phones, they want to watch those videos. When I was in prison, I was in there during a situation called the Chipley Five. These were wardens, captains, they were high-ranking officers that not only caused gladiator fights, hits, I mean, they were full violence, killing inmates, and it was off the chain. However, you always had a green light to kill chomos and rapists. And if somebody raped a woman from your town, it was like an honor that you were going to take them out. That's just what it was. Like you say, hey, a dude just hit the pound. Such and such officer said he was in your region up in Palm Beach, Miami, wherever you're from. I mean, these dudes would put masks on, pull out the phone, and turn it into a straight WWF fucking Royal Rumble in there. Snatch the rapist right in there. Ask him about the person that he did it to, the girl, whatever, show him pictures, and brutally beat him on this little video. And they would send the video out to the victim a lot of times, or family, whoever made a call or whatnot, because that does happen. You hurt women, children, but when a woman is older and she has more resources and she's forced to heal on her own, because that's what happens a lot of time with women. You know, children, they need all the help in the world, and you can't trust any of these agencies, so the parents are devastated and they go through so much. But a lot of times a woman has to just heal on her own with a select few friends, and she'll reach out if somebody didn't reach out already. And sometimes she'll get a video back and I'll have a bunch of dudes covered with pillowcases like Rey Mysterio Jr. off the top rope, just beating, stabbing, clubbing, shanking, making the dude drink toilet water and say sorry. Say you're sorry. I mean, brutality. No money's needed. You know, I seen shit where a dude got a letter from a woman. They kind of knew each other from their town or whatnot. And she said, hey, can I visit you? Gets on the list and she says, this dude is here. This is what he did to me. Don't worry about it. She ends up sneaking in a phone through the officers. Somehow he gets transferred into that cell. And 20 minutes later, all you're hearing is a dude dragging on the ground like he must have not had a shirt on or whatever, and you hear his stomach skin just getting pulled by the cold cement, and he's just holding his head under the toilet, just stomping it over and over. And then he gets out, he's showing people the video, like O-Dog from Menace to Society. The situation I had was there was a rapist who had really did some real damage to a friend of mine from Palm Beach. I called dibs, man, that's mine, let me get that. And I get in the cell, and we start doing a one-on-one. And I'll never forget my friend Hitman comes in there and just boom, hits that dude with, I don't know what he had in his hand, but that rapist piece of shit, he looked like Bugs Bunny trying to run. You know, his boots are moving, but he ain't going nowhere. And he looks at me and says, why are you giving this rapist piece of shit a fair fight? There's no honor in that. And we dogged him out, and he went and got this Black Widow ink, like from my last video, and started tattooing all types of foul shit on him, injecting him with foul shit, slicing his face, you know, and drag him right out to the day room. And the COs come in, they look around, they see who it is. This is back in the days of the Chipley 5. And they say, listen, if y'all don't clean this motherfucking dorm up, I'm gonna shake it down. Talking like the rapist is just trash. So yes, the energy is the same. Yes, we were all once kids. And a lot of us been through a lot of shit, or our children have hurt, or some dudes are in there for what has happened to their children. However, we all have mothers or had mothers, at least most of us, family, sisters, and seeing that, hearing that, the brutality that goes in on it. And it's not a child describing something they don't understand, which is so heartbreaking because no one ever believes them. It's a woman clearly stating what happens, and a lot of times no one believes her. However, their prison experience is hell. And I get a lot of times they'll say, well, what about this person? How come that? Don't let that shit fool you, ever. You have no idea what's going on day to day. They might be forcing that motherfucker to eat a cup of shit and smile when he goes to visitation, knowing he's been injected and infected. Leave our kids alone, leave women alone, and that's the reality of it. And I'll tell you this, right now, I'm doing good. I've been out many, many years from growing up in prison. But if someone hurt my child, someone hurt a woman close to me in any of these ways, y'all would just have to watch this shit from inside, Because I don't change my beliefs. Yes, I'm smarter and I understand the bigger picture, but the only time this evil ever thrives is when good men take a back seat, It's unacceptable, and that shit does not live here. Whether it takes a second, a month, or a decade, you will get yours. And if we can't get to you, we'll get to next of kin. That's the mindset of many, many inmates, many people that have gone through the system. That's a scary part. When you know somebody knows that you did something wrong, and they're not gonna go and do something crazy and reckless and get caught, because in their mind, they already did that. They can't waste it on that. They know their lesson. So they'll learn everything about you, everything about your family, where you eat, where you sleep, while you're in prison, everything about you as well. And a decade later, they can't get to you, they get to next of kin. And that's a very, very scary proposition. But is it, when you do these evil atrocities to women like that? Our mothers, our sisters, our wives? So yeah, they keep the same energy, that's for sure. And anybody ever went through something, man, God bless you, and I hope you heal. Everybody else stay out, stay free, leave our women, leave our children, leave everybody the fuck alone. Us.